everybody, this is Cheryl again. I'm here with my beautiful daughter-in-law, Sue, and we are going to talk about our relationship and how we first met and our first impression of each other. I first met Sue, it was in 2020 in March. And Michael told me he had met someone, and I had seen pictures of her. And
did you?
Yeah, he showed me pictures.
Oh, really?
He showed me pictures. And so when I finally met Sue, I thought she was so much prettier than her pictures.
Really?
Yes. I said she's so pretty. I was really grateful that they found each other.
My first impression to each other, I actually really nervous because at the time I couldn't speak English, and that's why if I met you, how can we have conversation? And I little bit worry about mother-in-law and those things, and I really scared to meet you. But actually, when I met you, I really like you because you're so kind to me. Feel like you really welcome to me. Already family.
Yes.
Even if Bella and Jared. They're so nice to me.
Yeah. My first impression, although Sue could not, because she could not speak English well, she was very shy.
Yeah, I was
nervous, and my whole thing was to make her feel comfortable.
Oh, did you know that?
Yeah, I wanted her to feel comfortable. I wanted her to feel like, okay, this is your home, away from home. And I wanted to be there for her. I did not want her to feel alone and not have anybody except Michael to talk to and to depend on. But I thought she was just the sweetest thing.
Actually, when I stayed at your house first time, I didn't want to talk to you because it really made me nervous. I didn't understand you, and I couldn't speak English well. And I always stay at room, in the room, all day, all time.
Right.
Even if you ask me, so are you okay? I always say I'm okay. I just want to stay at room. But I was really nervous.
It is very difficult to go to another country by yourself, and especially to meet a family, because you really don't know about the culture and the traditions and really the personalities of the people that you're going to be around.
I have a question, when you heard that from Michael, he has a Asian girlfriend who from Korea, you kind of worry about our relationship, or you review concert meeting me?
Well, in the past, Michael had dated, what we call out of our race. That's what we call it. And Michael has always been a different kind of person, and so people that he dated had to kind of be different too. He said, well, Mom, I just haven't found a black girl who likes the things that I like. Just creative, I guess, is the best word. Once I really got to know Sue, then I just really fell in love with her because she's just so sweet. She takes care of me. She cares about whether I'm comfortable when I'm around her, whether I feel well. She knows when I'm not feeling well, and she always tries to make me comfortable and take care of me. She's just like my other daughter, She takes care of me just like Bella takes care of me, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, I really am. I love Sue. She's so sweet.
When I heard that you have a cancer, you really remind my mom because my mom passed away.
Right. And I thought about that too. I am so grateful that I got a chance to talk to Sue's mother although there was a language barrier, Sue translated and Michael translated for me what she was saying. And when Michael was in Korea, she really liked him, and she told me, well, I'm going to take care of him while he's here in Korea. So that made my heart feel good. It made me feel like, okay, she's going to look out for my, and grown, although they're grown, they're still my kids. Okay. And so I was very grateful for that. And when she passed away, my heart was broken too. Although I didn't know her for very long, my heart was broken because their hearts were broken, and they were going through a lot. And I wanted to be there for them as much as I could. You were nervous when you first came, and I know our cultures are different. Were you afraid that I was going to be a more of a overbearing, controlling person? Okay. And I hope that I'm not.
Oh, you're not. You're totally different, like a mother-in-law. They feel like friendship,
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yes.
Yes. You say to me, just like call me like a chatter, is it an impossible thing in Korea? We always say like call them like mother-in-law, but it's like I call you like chatter.
Right. Well, my philosophy is people are all on the same level once you get grown. And when my children grew up, when they became adults, then I took on another role. I want them to want to be around me as a friend more than because I'm their mother. I also, and it's a kind of a different type of way of looking at things. I want to be there for them as a mother, for wisdom and support and encouragement and for advice. But I am not going to be the kind of mother that says, you need to do this or don't do that. But if you ask me my opinion, I'll give you my opinion, but it's still left up to you to do what you want to do.
I have another question. Since you met me, have you had any culture shock from me? Really different thing.
I have not been around Asian culture. Only, and I'm sorry to say, restaurants. We only have like one or two other Asian friends, but they were born in America.
Understand.
So they still have the American culture. So when I met you, you came from a different culture. Okay, and so I was really surprised that you don't eat like I thought you would eat. I thought you like the American style Chinese food.
Oh,
that's what I was expecting you, to like to eat.
Exactly the same thing.
Really?
Yes, I thought you prefer to eat more Asian way, even though you're American, but when you are hungry or when you are sick, you really want to eat you want to have hamburger, pizza, those this. It made me culture shock. It's when I think about my parents, when they are sick, they want to have Korean food, but you want to have hamburger, pizza, oh my gosh, she's really American.
Well, that's kind of like comfort food. It makes you feel good.
Yeah.
And I found out that a lot of the things that you eat are the same things that we eat. Except for it's just prepared differently. And that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
And see, she loves sweet potatoes and I love sweet potatoes. And that was a pleasant surprise. I'm like, oh yeah. So really, it's not that much difference in our family dynamics. I mean, it's not that much difference. It's just location. We're all the same all over the world, and we just have different traditions. Yeah.
I think so too, because some like people ask me how you guys are like connected, like you guys have like different like culture, like different like race. You know, they worry about that, but me, it's like nothing special and really easy to have like connection, like relationship.
Right. I mean, you're easy to get along with and just pleasant, you know. And I think that comes from the heart. You, in your culture, do you have a habit of everybody coming to the table at a certain time for dinner? Okay, you practice that too in Korea?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you didn't, you're kind of like, how can I say, unrude.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
make time on the time. It's like you have to practice a lot.
Right. Okay. So what time was dinner mostly?
It's like depend on like their like family, but we say dinner start at 7. Everybody arrive before the 7 and start at 7.
Right.
At the same time.
Right. Okay.
Like all together.
That's one thing that I really liked growing up with my kids. I wanted us all to be able to sit down and eat together every day. But as they got into high school and got into different activities, of course, they didn't always make it at that time. But I tried to have dinner, and it probably was about 7 or 7:30, maybe Saturday mornings. I made it a habit for us to all have breakfast together on Saturday mornings.
That's good.
Have a big breakfast Saturday morning. Was there anything that that kind of stood out, that surprised you about the way we live, or in my particular family, other than like maybe the food or that we eat, or any things that we do?
I really surprised like how you treat your kids. Like you treat your kids like a individual person. You know, not your daughter, not your son, like a person. Like Michael, Bella, Jared, even me, like Sue. You know, I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I didn't want my kids to feel like I was owning them. I don't own anybody. You know, does that make sense? Now, when they were little, I owned them because I was given the responsibility of taking care of them and making sure they were safe and nurtured and directed, and you know, until they got to be grown. And then when they got grown, then they no longer belong to me. They belong to themselves. Although I still call them my kids.
You're saying.
But you know, I wanted them, like I said, to want to be around me because of the kind of person that I am, not just because of the mother. All right, everybody, this is the end of our interview or collaboration. My daughter-in-law, Sue, is such a beautiful person, and I'm so grateful to have her as my bonus daughter. And if you like what we do, if you like the content, by all means, click the subscribe button, like and share our videos. All right, until later, goodbye.
Bye.